Can your eyes really reveal hidden secrets about you? The eyes have long been called the windows to the soul. It's a phrase so often repeated that we almost forget how hauntingly true it feels. Think back to the last time you locked eyes with someone and instantly sensed a depth of truth that words never spoke. Maybe it was the nervous start of a glance before someone confessed something difficult. Maybe it was the sparkle in the gaze of someone falling in love. Or maybe it was your own reflection, looking back at you in the mirror on a day when you were smiling to the world but quietly breaking inside. Eyes are not just organs of sight. They are storytellers. They speak in subtle languages most of us were never taught to read. A quick dilation of the pupil, a tiny flutter of the eyelids, or the lingering pause of direct eye contact can whisper volumes about emotions buried beneath carefully chosen words. Science tells us that the eyes are wired directly into the brain, which means they often betray truths before the conscious mind has time to build a mask. Psychologists, negotiators, and even parents intuitively know this. A teenager can say, "I'm fine," but their eyes might say otherwise. A partner can insist they are listening, but their distracted gaze can give away distance. But here's the part that matters most. Understanding eyes is not about exposing secrets or turning into a human lie detector. It is about becoming more present, more compassionate, and more deeply connected with the people around you and with yourself. When you learn to read the silent language of eyes, you stop relying only on words and begin to see the unspoken truth of human connection. And when you bring kindness into that awareness, you hold a key to healthier relationships, deeper empathy, and a more grounded sense of self. That is the journey we are about to take together. 1. The science behind the secret eyes are an extension of the brain. The optic nerve is essentially brain tissue that grew outward during development. Because of this, emotions and thoughts often manifest in the eyes before the rest of the body reacts. For example, pupil dilation is linked to arousal, interest, and attention. When you see someone you love, your pupils may widen automatically. Blink rate changes with stress, lying, or even intense focus. Poker players often train to control their blink rates. Eye movements reveal thought processes. Looking up may indicate recalling images, while looking sideways could mean constructing ideas or imagining outcomes. Tear production is tied not just to sadness, but to empathy, joy, or even relief. The point isn't to memorize a checklist of tells. It's to recognize that the eyes are responsive instruments of our inner world. When we ignore them, we miss half of human communication. Point 2. The psychology of eye contact. Eye contact is powerful. In Western culture, maintaining eye contact often communicates confidence, honesty, and respect. Yet too much eye contact can feel aggressive or invasive. Psychologists call this the Goldilocks effect. Not too little, not too much, but just right. Research shows that about 60 to 70% eye contact during a conversation creates trust and rapport. Less than that may signal avoidance or insecurity. More than that may feel dominating. This balance matters in relationships, workplaces, and even parenting. When you consciously practice healthy eye contact, you invite presence. You silently say, "I see you, and I am here." That single gesture can transform strained conversations into bridges of understanding. 3. Hidden emotional clues in the eye's micro-expressions of sadness. A glassy or downward gaze can signal unspoken grief. Joyful expansion. Smiling eyes wrinkle at the corners, even if the mouth is neutral. Fear or anxiety, rapid darting eyes may reveal a fight or flight response. Discomfort, prolonged avoidance of eye contact may signal shame or guilt. Interest, sustained gaze with dilated pupils often reflects attraction or deep focus. Again, these are not verdicts, but invitations. Noticing them is the first step. Responding with compassion is the second point for practical at-home practices. You don't need a psychology degree to tune into the language of eyes. Here are simple practices you can try today. Mirror practice. Sit in front of a mirror for 3 minutes. Notice your own eyes without judgment. What do they reveal about your current state? This builds self-awareness. Silent gaze with a partner. Spend 5 minutes looking into the eyes of someone you trust without speaking. Notice how quickly emotions rise to the surface. Mindful conversation. The next time you talk to a friend or family member, intentionally track their eyes. Observe, don't analyze. Afterward, reflect on whether you felt more connected. Eye relaxation. Our eyes also carry stress. Try closing them gently, breathing deeply, and letting the muscles around them soften. These exercises are not about control, but about awareness. They help you see the humanity in others and the truth in yourself. 5. The dark side of reading. It's important to remember that eyes reveal patterns, not absolute truths. Misinterpretation can harm relationships. Someone avoiding eye contact might not be guilty. They could be shy, introverted, or culturally trained to look away out of respect. Boundaries matter. Observing eyes should never become intrusive surveillance. True wisdom comes from pairing observation with empathy and dialogue. The goal is connection, not control. 6. Using eye awareness to strengthen relationships with partners. Notice when your partner's eyes show fatigue, distraction, or tenderness. Respond gently rather than with judgment. With children, recognize when their unfine doesn't match the sadness in their eyes. Offer comfort instead of interrogation. With colleagues, use balanced eye contact to build trust, especially in negotiations or leadership roles. With yourself, notice how your eyes reflect your emotional state. They can be a mirror guiding you toward self-care. 7. Healing through the eye therapeutic practices. From EMDR, eye movement, desensitization, and reprocessing to mindfulness meditation. Use the eyes as a gateway to healing trauma. Eye movement can unlock stored memories, and eye focus can deepen grounding. Learning to trust what your eyes reveal about your inner state is a step toward emotional resilience. For example, if you notice your gaze constantly darting or avoiding mirrors, it may be a sign of underlying stress. Gentle self-inquiry can begin the path toward healing. 8. A call to compassionate awareness. The power of eyes is not in exposing secrets, but in teaching us to pay attention. In a world addicted to screens and distractions, giving someone your full gaze is an act of love. When you meet someone's eyes, you acknowledge their humanity. When you meet your own eyes in the mirror, you practice self-acceptance. 9. At home eye awareness challenge for the next 7 days. Try this. Day 1 to 2. Spend 3 minutes daily in mirror gazing, noticing emotions without judgment. Day 3 to 4. In conversations, maintain 60% eye contact. Notice how it shifts connection. Day 5 to 6. Try a silent gaze exercise with a trusted person. Journal about what surfaced. Day 7. Reflect on the week. Did you feel more present? Did your relationships feel deeper? This practice doesn't just improve observation, it strengthens empathy, patience, and emotional intelligence. 10. Final reflections. So, can your eyes really reveal hidden secrets about you? The honest answer, yes, but only if someone is looking with compassion, not judgment. Your eyes reflect patterns of your emotional state: fatigue, joy, fear, love. They don't expose your mind like a book, but they open a doorway to understanding. If only we dare to walk through it gently. The real secret isn't hidden in your eyes. It's hidden in how willing you are to see others fully, to see yourself honestly, and to treat both with kindness. Closing call. If this exploration spoke to you, I invite you to take these insights beyond theory and into practice. Let your eyes be a reminder to connect more deeply, listen more fully, and love more courageously. And if you'd like to continue this journey of awakening, reflection, and personal growth, support our channel Awaken Mindset. Subscribe, share this message, and join a community committed to seeing life more clearly, not just through our eyes, but through our hearts.